here on table 2. Zhao Guodong has now taken a 2-0 lead over Mark Allen. Breaks of 77 and 87. We talk about confidence that comes from winning. Zhao Guodong now playing with the knowledge that he's a ranking champion. As Wu again pushes a red close to that corner. This time it looks like he's covered it.
Yeah, but Zhao Guodong, a bit like Zhang Anda last year, you just wonder what had happened. That obviously a very good player, capable of beating anybody, but was there a change of practice schedule, coach, or is it just mindset and self-belief? But tremendous turnaround for him. And again, you probably got confidence from what Zhang did last year. There'll be other players who'll get confidence what Zhao did.
I remember that Zhang was asked a similar question, you know, what's the secret to going from essentially journeyman pro, ranked in the low 50s, to first getting to the final of the English Open, which he arguably should have won against Trump. And then you think, well, that's his moment in the sun, that's his 15 minutes of fame, thank you very much, goodbye. And then, of course, he wins this tournament. Extraordinary. And he was hard pushed to know. Just hard work. Something clicked.
If he didn't know it need any sense, he wouldn't say it.
He would keep it secret, exactly.
All the players hanging on every word he said, trying to change something.
It wasn't just that he won it either, was it? It was the way he won it, beating O'Sullivan, making a 1-4-7 in the final. And it's not as though he's gone away since then either. He's had further deep runs. He's been to a further ranking event final, so it is an extraordinary renaissance, one of the most remarkable in the game's history, I'd say. Anyway, early stages in this second frame. Wu hasn't quite settled yet. He's made a few safety errors. Hasn't had much of a look at a pot as yet.
The red and bulk, and the other red close to the left middle, dictating the pattern of the game here. Kyren looking to maybe open them up and screw back, get the white, if not on, as tight as possible to this cushion.
From Nanjing here in China. It's the third day of Snooker's International Championship, and coming up very shortly,
it's so close to the cushion.
The world champion
means that Wu won't be able to get low enough on the white to bring it back himself.
From China, Yize, 21 years of age. He's already been in a ranking final this
one
season.
shot opening
Of course, just a reminder, it's a big money event.
The player puts the first red.
175,000 goes to the winner
Comes
on
a great opportunity.
Sunday. And the defending champion is still here, Zhang Anda, who stormed to victory last year, having beaten O'Sullivan in the semis and then made a maximum break in the final on his way to the trophy.
Yeah, you can see from
at
that
the
angle.
expense of Tom Ford.
Wasn't able to get low enough.
Day and an eventful
that was
one
probably about the best he could do.
here in Nanjing. Of course, we've had a big upset in the shape of Ronnie O'Sullivan's demise at the hands of a superb performance from Pang Junxu. More on that in due course. This is the lineup for this session. On table 1, it'll be Ding Junhui against Hossein Vafai. Obviously, we'll keep you posted on developments there, and we'll be dropping in on that match as the evening session unfolds. Zhang Anda up against Lu Haoshan. Zhao Guodong, who of course has just won his maiden ranking title.
Did that very well,
He's playing
Kyren.
Mark Allen. Tepchai Renu against Mark Williams, one of
Gave it
the
every chance.
standout ties of this session. A total of 8 tables in use.
Maybe a little bit harder, might have stayed out, but slid in at that pace off the jaw.
To a really terrific performance
He's up
from
and running
Pang,
again.
who made 2 centuries in the last 2 frames. One of those could have been a maximum, actually. He took on a yellow from long range, having run out of prime position, the final yellow. He came close to potting it and then fluking it.
No.
And had he fluked it, well, the rest of the colours were all there for him. But it wasn't to be. A great win nonetheless. Judd Trump did come through earlier, as did the likes of Mark Selby and John Higgins. Here is Hossein Vafai on table 1. Former shootout champion, of course. It's been a modest sort of start to the season for Hossein.
40.
So he's really looking to kick on. Of course, he lost to Jimmy White in Belfast in quite an eventful match. Who could forget that brown that he potted into the
It's
green
noticeable
pocket,
in the
which
World
rolled along
Championship,
the baulk rail and
and
drops
certainly
into
again
the
this
yellow
season.
pocket.
Definitely playing a lot more fluent, a lot quicker. I think it's a byproduct, just become more decisive. It's very easy as a player to get caught, stuck trying to find the correct shot. It's actually more important to be decisive than correct.
I think.
At least definitely looks and is a better player for it.
Yes, there's no question that he's playing a more aggressive brand of snooker, I think, going for his shots. Not that he's ever been a negative player, but he's just playing every shot now as though he believes that he's entitled to see it go in, and he's somewhat surprised when it doesn't, even angry, as we showed yesterday. We saw yesterday when he showed some anger at a poor safety shot which cost him a frame. That's of O'Sullivan-esque perfectionism that he's now looking for. One thing is certain, I'm sure he doesn't feel as though his work is done having become world champion. On the contrary, he's extremely hungry for more, as of course all the great players are. That's what makes them great. That's part of the reason. As soon as they've won something,
31.
they're thinking about the next tournament to win.
Took the opportunity to try and bring a few more reds into play there. Couldn't be guaranteed, of course, exactly where the white would be, but felt sure, get it down the table, he'll have a pot at something.
Kyren Wilson, 32.
Wasn't the easiest pot, but you did expect him to pot it. Playing a pocket weight with a red waiting. Again, throwing down that mini extension shows his frustration.
The missed pot, but obviously in the process covering the pocket. So Yize having to be very patient at the moment. He's not getting a sight of much, is he? He's been reduced to safety shots really so far in this contest. We know what he's capable of when he does get the chance. That whirlwind 5 frames he produced against Robertson from the brink of defeat.
Two great safety shots there. More or less played from tight on the cushion. Travel 24 feet and bring it back there. Kyren catching the brown on that previous safety. Left wheel with his hand on the tail, but still a tremendous pot. Fully committed. That kiss on the red. Certainly didn't do him any harm at all. Become a great opportunity.
Well, this is what he's been looking forward to, the chance to get that cue arm going, and what a pot it was to get in to create this chance.
7. 8.
He first really came to prominence in this tournament. He played as a wild card 5 years ago against the great John Higgins and took him to a decider. He's only 21 now. He won the World Under-21 title when he was just 14 years of age.
14.
Last season he made the semi-finals in Wuhan. This season, of course, one better in Brentwood at the English.
15. 22. 23.
Very fluent attacking player. But a couple of times just taking that extra second or two just to compose himself. Get greater clarity of mind. Definitely to his advantage.
28. 29.
A little bit close for comfort. Seems happy enough that the black going on its spot hasn't blocked him.
36. 37.
He'd be aware of the significance and importance of this opportunity. Didn't want to fall 2-0 behind, and certainly Kyren had a couple of chances. Never fully settled in a match until you get a frame on the board.
44.
Well, he barely had a look at a pot, and to knock one in the way he did, right in the heart of the pocket from distance, was impressive. Wilson had made all the running, but Wu should convert this to one each. Saw Wilson's frustration at missing this. It was always to the jaw, I thought.
$53.
So, just this black and the red for 1-1. And what a match this could be.
60.
The world champion playing superbly against one of the rising stars of the game.
61.
And it's been such a composed display, this from Wu in this break.
$66.
Picked up some seriously big scalps on his way to the title match in Brentwood. former world champion Ali Carter as well. Sorry, Stuart Bingham, former world finalist Ali Carter. Judd Trump, of course. Whitewashed Ishpreet Singh Chaudhary, who'd beaten Mark Selby in the semi-finals. And then that great comeback
68.
against Robertson, ultimately in vain. So, 36 the difference. 3 snookers needed for Kyren Wilson.
Yeah, a little bit surprised he's come back to the table needing 3. Maybe the fact that blue, pink and black in particular on the spots, be worth having a shot or two. See, can he get 1? I just feel he'd be better served letting this frame go and conserving his energy and efforts for later on in the match.
He did win a frame in his previous match against Lu Hongyu, but he only needed 1 snooker on that occasion.
If anything, you feel this might just hurt his own rhythm and game, because I've seen good form so early in the match.
So
3.
this frame is definitely done and dusted now, and it's a really good response from Yize. He got in with that great long red to the right corner and never looked like missing in live play.
7.
So battle joined, and it promises much, this match.
Twelve.
Talking of swagger, there's a certain innate self-belief about Yize, isn't there, that he doesn't care who he plays. He's up for it. Oh, what a pot that was. Yes, the white went in as well. But he is a demon potter. Of that, there's no doubt. We've seen plenty of evidence of that in frame 2 here. And so it's 1 frame all.